1 Severn Bridge, UK. Upon opening the Severn Bridge in 1966, Queen Elizabeth II heralded a new era for the economy of South Wales. She clearly hadn't envisaged the subsequent collapse of the region's mining industry. The Grade I listed bridge replaced the antiquated Aust Ferry and carried the M4 until 1996, when the superior second Severn crossing opened. 2 The Humber Bridge, UK. When it opened in 1981, the Humber Bridge was the longest suspension bridge in the world. It's since been relegated to 8th in the world standings, though it remains the largest of its kind in Britain. Bit of trivia for you: according to Visit Grimsby, the bridge contains enough steel wire to stretch around the Earth 1.5 times. 3 Langkawi Sky Bridge. Background: this curved pedestrian bridge is 2,000 feet above sea level at the top of Mount Mat Singkang in Malaysia. Tourists who want to walk across the 400-foot-long structure must ride up to it in a cable car. 4 Akashi Kaiki Bridge, Japan. When 2 ferries sunk in the Akashi Strait in 1955, killing 168 people, public outrage convinced the Japanese government to build a bridge over the notoriously dangerous waterway. It took 40-odd years for the bridge to be realized, but what a bridge it is! At 3,911 m, this impressive structure has the longest central span of any suspension bridge in the world. 5 Millau Viaduct, France. You'll need a head for heights if you're crossing the Millau Viaduct, measuring 343 m from top to bottom. This lofty structure in southern France is taller than the Eiffel Tower and lays claim to being the tallest bridge in the world. Designed by British architect Norman Foster, it opened in 2004 and clinched the Outstanding Structure Award in 2006. 6 Somerset Bridge, Bermuda. Dating back to 1620, Somerset Bridge is the world's smallest working drawbridge, and provides just enough clearance for the mast of a small vessel. The faded crossing is a source of national pride, appearing on the reverse of Bermuda's $5 note. 7 Swinford Toll Bridge, UK. If there was an award for the quaintest bridge in the world, the Swinford Toll Bridge would probably clinch it. Crossing the River Thames in Oxfordshire, this pretty Georgian structure is privately owned and charges motorists a measly 5p to cross it. An estimated 10,000 motorists use the bridge daily, and while the toll is low, most want it scrapped. Collecting the money causes significant tailbacks. 11 Royal Gorge Bridge, US. America's highest suspension bridge, this vertiginous viaduct spans a rugged, 91 m high gorge in Colorado and offers epic views of the Arkansas River below. Opened in 1929, the bridge is not just a means of crossing the gorge, it has also become something of a tourist attraction. 12 Jiaozhou Bay Bridge, China. China also lays claim to the world's longest sea bridge, which, at 26.4 miles long, could easily span the English Channel. Stretching across the wide blue waters of Jiaozhou Bay, the vast Y-shaped bridge was built in just 4 years at a cost, reported by the Chinese state media, as £1.42 billion. 13 Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, US. The world's longest bridge outside of Asia, Lake Pontchartrain Causeway in southern Louisiana is an epic, 24-mile-long structure that crosses one of the most famous bodies of water in the U.S., a lake that has inspired literature, music, and film. 14 The Vasco da Gama Bridge, Portugal. Portugal's Vasco da Gama Bridge is the longest bridge in Europe, including viaducts, at 10.7 miles, 17.2 kilometers. Named after the famous Portuguese explorer, who was the first European to reach India by sea, this vast cable-stayed bridge spans the Tagus River near Lisbon. 15 Pons Fabricius, Italy. Still standing after all these centuries, the Pons Fabricius, or Ponte dei Quattro Capi, in Rome was built in 62 BC, making it the oldest bridge in the world. 18 Forth Bridge, UK. A UNESCO World Heritage, this iconic Scottish structure spans the Firth of Forth near Edinburgh. The Cantilever Railway Bridge opened in 1890 and was rightly considered one of the UK's greatest engineering feats. 19 Tower Bridge, UK. They say imitation is the best form of flattery, so Britain should be thrilled that China has built its own version of London's faded Tower Bridge. There's nothing quite like the original, though, which opened in 1894 and has become an icon of the capital. 20 Ponte Vecchio, Italy. This pretty medieval bridge in Florence is much like the bridges of Ur in that has shops built along it, as was once common. Butchers initially occupied these shops, but today the premises are occupied by souvenir sellers, who ply their trade above the Arno River. 21 Khaja Bridge, Iran. Built in the 17th century by Shah Abbas II, this exquisite bridge in Isfahan also serves as a dam, with sluice gates under the archways. The Khaja Bridge has 2 stories of arcades, which are marked by distinctive arches decorated with colored tiles.